You in this battle, man, I'll soon be dead. I'll glue your face to my dick so I can fuck with your head. I got metaphors coming through my pores. You probably never been in a battle before, so I hope you realize your mistake. There ain't no party, got some candles, this will be a piece of cake. Plus you're fake, I can tell while I'm hotter than hell. Folks, welcome to the Before Hours podcast, internet radio phenomenon hosted by an occasional morning person. I ask the most interesting people I know about their sleep, their routine, life, love, stress, and setbacks. Please leave a comment below, whether a comment below.
A comment baloney?
A comment below. Leave a comment baloney if you ever so wish. Dude, I would love to read your comments, and I would love for you to follow me on Instagram. I'm Bobby Sheen, LOL. LOL, because you know I bring the laughter. But for now, first time guests.
You say that every time.
I've had a lot of returning guests recently, so I forget how like ridiculous the introduction is.
You have it locked down. It's nice.
Well, I did flub it actually within the first 10 seconds.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. The audience didn't. Oh, the audience didn't. I could feel the subscriber count going down as we speak. But folks, it's stand-up comedian, a secret Latino, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it, a good man, Bryan Vogt Nilsen.
Yeah.
What's going on, Bryan?
What's up, man? How's it going?
You passed, dude.
All right. How's it going? That's what you asked, right?
Yeah. Can I break the fourth wall?
Dude, please.
I told Bryan that the first question I'd be asking him today is, how are you? And
Did you ask me that though?
I
feel like
I said, how's it going?
Yeah, I think you asked me that.
Can I be completely honest with you, Bryan?
It's funny that threw me off. What?
Can I be honest with you, dude? I've had so much diarrhea today that my brain kind of doesn't work.
Okay. How much is like to the point where it's like you can't think anymore?
Dude, I mean, it's Saturday, right? And Saturday is for the boys, right? Meaning that all I'm doing this Saturday is a podcast with you.
And shitting.
Okay, so woke up this morning, got myself a gun. And after I got myself the gun, Bryan, I went to the gym.
Nice.
I did abs.
Nice.
Right? Yeah, I separate my push and pull day with an ab day.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, dude.
You're in the push-pull.
Push-pull legs abs.
Nice, that's cool.
Yeah. And then I got a bodega chicken over rice.
Okay.
And then
that was your first meal?
Yeah, I have a light breakfast.
Okay, what's light? Like
protein shake and banana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very casual. That's before you hit abs or push or pull.
Dude, so
your arms look pretty good, dude. Whenever I see you, I'm like, oh, he works out. That's nice.
Hell yeah, dude. That's why I had him on the podcast, folks.
Yeah.
But
can you tell the same for me or no?
I think you are naturally handsome and therefore don't have to do as many bicep curls as I do.
I know, but like, do you think I go to the gym or no?
You seem, and listen, is this going to come across as an insult? Yes. Do I mean it as one? No. I wouldn't be surprised if you do CrossFit.
If I do CrossFit?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's
like
nice.
I could see you throwing a tire or whatever. You seem to be one of those, like you love an accomplishment and you love community.
Yes, I do. Yeah. Yeah.
Like positive vibes.
100%.
And that, like, to me, if I went to CrossFit, I'd be cranky within a half hour.
Mm-hmm. I don't even really know what CrossFit is at all.
So my understanding is that it's basically a combination of weightlifting and cardio in a way that's also a group activity that's also fun.
Oh, okay.
Because I think for me, the gym is I get to listen to music and I love listening to music.
Yeah.
But I can't like sit in my room and listen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what my dad does.
He just sits
in his apartment, like he doesn't even have a laptop. He just sits on his computer, which is like at the end of his studio. It's in the kitchen, and he'll just be sitting there like with his big headphones, just listening to music. And then he'll like text me like every like 3 or 4 months. He'll like send me a song and be like, I've been listening to this song a lot. It's really good. And I'm just like imagining him just like over and over again, just being like, oh. All right.
That's probably, if you were a musical artist, that's how you would want people to consume your art.
Just literally sitting at a computer, just being like, wow.
Yeah, as opposed to like, I don't know. I remember one time I was listening to a new album. I forget which one, but it was when I had this like terrible office job where I was just like doing monotonous click clacking all day, right? And I was listening to this thing and I couldn't even give it my full attention. And I stopped myself. I'm like, I'm going to listen to this after work at the gym where I could enjoy it.
You know what I mean?
It was like Eminem till I collapse or something like that.
Dude, I love Eminem so much. Did
You're
you know that
listening to-
about me?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
I feel like the last time we talked, you're like, dude, I love Eminem. And
Yeah.
you're like talking to, I forget who it was. I think it was Ariel or something like that.
Oh,
And you
because
guys-
she's a big Eminem
You guys
stan,
went back
too.
and forth. And I was like, wow, you guys are really.
You know what? I forget if it was this time because this has happened to me multiple times. Ariel is a very funny comedian, and she's also a black woman, which will be relevant in a moment, right? So I went up to her and I was like, "Have you heard the new Eminem album?" And the people around me were like, you can't just ask black people if they've heard the new Eminem album." I'm like, "No, we're friends, and I know that she likes Eminem, and I like Eminem.
Yeah.
I'm honestly more of the demographic of people that likes Eminem, but she likes him too."
Yeah, the people that you were talking to were just like stuffed animals at a tea party. You're like, yo, chill.
That's a new way to say NPC. I love it. I love that.
I always imagine, dude, during the pandemic, I wish I did more of it, but I would like as a joke, I would just like set up like a tea party with like stuffed animals. And we would all have like our masks like down on our chins and stuff like that.
Sounds like something you do before you shoot yourself.
It's so crazy, bro. My mom's like knocking on the door being like, yo, when are you making dinner? I'm like, soon. We're drinking tea right now.
I'm listening to Priscilla's Day first.
Yeah, we're talking about world affairs. Is that what it is?
Yeah. I mean, think about the stuffed animals. You could talk about whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. Dude, my pandemic was so funny because my mom, she like like this was like March of like 2020. She told me that like if I because she started this new diet, okay, where it was like she would drink smoothies like for breakfast and lunch, and then for dinner she would need to like a home cooked meal or whatever. And there was like all these meals, so she was like, if you cook all the meals, you can stay here and you don't have to pay or anything like that. So I was like, okay, that's cool. But then then I got the list and they were like really crazy recipes. Like I thought it was just gonna be chicken over rice, but it was like I was making like picadillo, I was making like shepherd's pie, I was making like all these like crazy dishes. And like it was fun for like the first month, but I didn't realize I was gonna be locked in until the vaccine came out because we took it so seriously. So I literally only hung out with my mom for a year and a half and I just became her personal chef. It was crazy. And then when I got the vaccine, I remember I was like trying to start hanging out with my friends and stuff. And it was still like I remember she like came in one time and she was like, hey Bryan, like what are we doing? What are we doing tonight for like dinner? And then I was like, oh, I was actually kind of thinking like going and hanging out with my friends. You know, I haven't seen them in like a year or something like that. And then she was like, really? Because I was really thinking we should have picadillo tonight. And I was like, all right, I guess I'm having picadillo tonight.
I love that. You're the housewife and,
yeah,
and she's the 1950s madman. Bro, I want dinner on the table.
Yeah, literally. And she would be like, dude, she'd be working so hard in her work from, you know, she's working from home. She'd be working so hard. And then she would just like complain and shit like that. And I would just be like, you're so right. And, like, I literally was her housewife. It was so funny. And then, you know, what's crazy too is I started getting into a what's it called? What's it called when you do something over and over again? Routine. Jinx.
Brother, that's what this very podcast is about.
Okay, so I got into a crazy, because I love routines. So I got into a crazy routine where I started getting into David Goggins right around September, October of 2020. And I somehow got into a situation where I would wake up at 4:20, okay, every day, and I would work out in my gym, or in my room for like an hour because I had like weights. And then after that hour, there was a pool at my mom's condo, and then I would swim 100 laps from 6 to 7. So I would work out from 5 to 6, and then from 6 to 7, I would swim 100 laps. Okay. And the only other person that was in that pool with me at that time was the dude from TMZ, Harvey Levin. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, the main guy, right?
Dude, the guy with the muscles and the drink and stuff like that. He was literally my only friend during the pandemic.
That's hilarious.
Isn't that insane? Like, we would literally be swimming at like 6 a.m. and I'd be like, what's going on? He's like, so much. And I'm like, that's cool. We literally had nothing to talk about except for, I remember like the vaccine. I was happy that the vaccine was happening and that the pandemic was happening. Because if it didn't, we would literally have nothing to talk about. Because he's like 75 or something like that. He's so old. So like I would always show up and he would always just be like, all we would talk about is like the vaccine, and then the temperature of the pool. That was like literally it.
Mm-hmm.
And he was literally the homie. Like, I loved him so much. And then, dude, when the vaccine came out, because then where were you during COVID?
Oh, I stayed in Bushwick the whole time.
Really?
Well, because
How was that?
I was one of those people that was like, I'm like, well, this isn't going to be forever, right? So I was like, because New York was legit crazy that
it
whole
makes
time.
sense, dude. I remember like hearing stories about New York, and I was like, why are they freaking out so much? And now I'm like, I've lived in New York for 3 years, and it's like, I could totally, like, dude, getting on the 4 train when it's like insanely packed amidst like a pandemic, like a new virus like coming out and stuff like that. That shit, that makes, like, I don't know how swine flu wasn't like so freaked out. And like, did you ever get swine flu at all or no?
No.
I got swine flu.
You got swine flu?
I got swine flu when I was in 7th grade when it was like happening. And I remember my brother's like super nervous about getting sick and stuff like that. And I remember like coughing on him a lot, like just to fuck with him. I remember
That's such a brother thing.
Like I wouldn't be like, come over here. I would just like run at him and start coughing because I'd be like, I feel really sick right now. And then he'd be like, dude, stop. Like, you're going to get me COVID. And I was like, or I mean, not COVID. He's like, you're going to get me swine flu. And I was like, dude, I don't have swine flu. And then we went to the doctor and I had swine flu.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Because as a kid, you're like, I'm not gonna fucking have the pig disease.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Yeah, and then but it was awesome. I remember I just played Modern Warfare 2 in my underwear for like a week.
Yeah,
and I was like, this is
when you're a child.
More often.
When you're a child, like being sick, as long as you're not like really, really sick. If you're just like whatever sick, where you could still do stuff like play video games.
So clean.
Or just like, I just watch it. The thing is, I had parents that would very, very rarely let me stay home from school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had to be so sick.
Yeah.
So I have very few watching The Price is Right while eating cereal days.
Yeah.
You know
I had
a
lot of those because I would sell it really well because I used to act a lot. Because my mom would be like, my mom's like Latino, so she'd be like, you're going to school and shit. But I would finesse it a fair amount of times. But what sucked about being sick when you were like at least when I was growing up, was that like there was no like Netflix or YouTube or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So you had to watch what was on TV. And the only shit that was on from like 11 a.m. to like 3 or 4 p.m. was like Wonder Pets or like Dora the Explorer. So you just have to wait it out super hard for it to like, it really wouldn't even be worth it, you know?
I can't believe I used to have to wait till nighttime to jack off.
What? Oh, you mean just like in general?
Yeah. Well, because that's the only time adult programs are on.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. That's when the Girls Gone Wild
the Girls Gone Wild
commercial
that was censored. You were just jerking off to the idea.
Dude, that
titties.
Shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit was so crazy. Mm-hmm. But I was gonna say, with the vaccine, okay. So in LA, it was like the way they rolled it out was like really annoying. And so it was like if you were 65, if you were like however, like you're gonna die to like 65, you were the first people that got it. And my mom was like, I think my mom was like 63 at the time or something like that. And then the next people that got it were not like 64 to like 50. It was like food people, like people who worked in the food industry. So it was like Postmate people could like get it, you know, so like some 19-year-old dude could like get it. And so they started like sending out you could just like sign up and they were like telling you to pose as like Postmate people because like they would get a bunch of shipments and then they wouldn't be able to like hand them all out. And apparently they expired. That was like a thing that like the vaccines would expire, which also didn't like, yeah. So they would expire. So then my mom and we like signed up for this like thing. And I remember when Harvey got the vaccine, it was like the biggest deal. Cause I remember him coming down and he was like, hey Bryan, guess what? And I was like, what's up? And he's like, I'm getting the vaccine today. And I remember literally
Newsflash, Bryan, I'm getting the vaccine today.
Yeah. Bro, I remember he posted some story about Kawhi that was like really like mean, like wow, like during that time. And I always want to ask him, I was like, bro, why are you hating on my man so much? Like he's a good guy. But I remember when he told me the vaccine, I like did one of those things where you like high five someone like 5 times, like over and over again. Yeah. I just kept high fiving him. I was like, let's fucking go, Harvey.
Woo!
I was so pumped. I was so happy for him. And he was like, yeah, you might not see me around much longer. And I was like, I hope I don't, bro. Go live your life. I was so pumped. And then maybe like 2 months later, I get this vaccine, right? And we like do it through the system. And so I show up like really like, I can't wait to tell Harvey, you know, he's gonna be so happy. I'm like, yo, Harvey, I got I'm getting the vaccine today. And he literally just looks at me and goes, how are you getting the vaccine? And I'm like, cause my mom, we like found this like link, you know? And then he goes, can you get me that link? And I'm like, what? And then he goes like this. He goes, because I have a friend that needs one desperately. And I'm like, okay. And so he gives me his personal email. All right. Gives me his personal. I know what it is. I'm not going to say what it is, but I know what it is. Gives it to me. And then he leaves. And then I'm like telling my mom where I'm like, I feel like he's trying to do like a TMZ news story because that was in the news. It was like people who are like illegally handing out the vaccines. That was in the news during the time. And I'm telling her that. And she's like, well, he says he has a friend that needs one desperately. And I'm like, dude, he's like 75. Like his friends can get it. Yeah. And also he's Harvey Levin. Like he can get a vaccine if he wants one for one of his boys, you know? So I ended up getting the vaccine, and then it like wiped me out for like 5 days. I only ate Raisin Bran for 5 days. And then I just acted, because I didn't want to tell him because I like didn't know. So I just acted like it never happened.
Right.
And then it was never really the same between us. I don't know if he felt that way, but I felt that way. And then like 6 or 7 months later, my friend worked at TMZ, and it was like 4th of July, and I saw him, and I was like, yo, man, I got to ask you, like, Harvey like asked me for the link to like this vaccine thing because he said he had a friend that needed one. I was like, is that true, or was it because it was like some TMZ stuff? And he was like, yeah, we were like trying to run a story about that. And I was like, let's fucking go. Yikes. I was bummed, but I was like, dude, like I was psyched that I like outsmarted TMZ a little bit, you know, that was cool. But at the same time, I was like, damn, Harvey, like all that for, you know what I mean? I was like, bro, you're gonna throw me under the bus. Or I mean, I was bummed.
I mean, the idea that guy is ruthless is not surprising at all.
Yeah. What's so funny is that everyone is like, I would tell people I'm like friends with Harvey, or we were just like swim buddies, and everyone would be like, dude, that guy's a dick, and I'm like, no, he's like actually the homie, like literally, that's my guy right there. And then after this, I was like, he's still the homie, like, but. Yeah,
isn't that when you know someone personally, unless they're a real asshole, you're like, he's not so bad.
Yeah, like Harvey Weinstein or something like that.
Yeah, he's not so bad.
Yeah, if he's your best friend or something like that.
Easy, we got potted plants on either side of us.
Right. Yeah, or like anyone like that. But yeah, he's still the boy, but it's like, I just remember being like, damn, but I get it. You know, he's TMZ. He was trying to like get the story. He had the source right there.
When you were sending him that email, in the back of your mind, were you like, there's no friend that needs this desperately.
No, the minute he said, I have a friend that needs one desperately, he sounded like because I took journalism in college. So he sounded like one of my teachers who was like an editor.
Right.
Like he just sounded like an editor for a newspaper being like, yo, go get me that source. And I was like,
I'm realizing as someone that collects, since he's someone that collects secret information, you know, as his job, and he's not from like a no disrespect TMZ, but not like from a reputable.
We're like propping up TMZ. It's like, no, TMZ is chill.
So that line, I have a friend that needs it desperately, has probably been used before. You know what I mean? Very like doctor it in this way or that way, but
you
I'm
just
sure
plug it in. He seemed a little rusty too, because he like hit a hiccup on it, which like I could see, because it was like, dude, it was like the pandemic, you know what I mean? Like no one was really seeing anyone at all. He was like not really seeing anyone at all, because he was like pretty old. Looking good though. Really good. I remember I asked him too, because I was working out super early like that, and I was like, what do you think? You think I'm like going too crazy right now? Because my friends are saying I'm like my friend's saying I'm going nuts right now. And he was like, bro, keep this up. Like, what you're doing is so awesome. And I'm like, all right. And then at the end, I'm like, you're just using me this whole time. You're just getting this link out of me.
It's probably both. It's probably like you're doing the thing that he also likes to do, meaning like fitness. And so he loves to see other people doing fitness. But he's also like probably as soon as he heard that you were getting the vaccine, the wheels started turning. I think a lot of those guys.
It was a good story back then.
I'm such a bad networker, and I figured out why I'm a bad networker
Mm-hmm.
because it feels gross to me,
Mm-hmm.
right? But it shouldn't, as long as you're not doing it in a gross way.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
How do you do it in a gross way?
Well, I think if you see someone and you're in a place where you're like, I would never talk to that person,
Uh-huh.
but I know they have something I want.
Okay.
Dude, as somebody in the industry that other people incorrectly believe has things, I could feel it when someone's like, hey, and then they try to talk to me about Abraham Lincoln or something. And I know they just want to like ask me for something, right? But you could do both. It doesn't have to be one extreme or the other. You could be like, I like having a large network of like acquaintances and I like to be pleasant to people. And then if a situation arises where they could scratch my back or I could scratch theirs, let's fucking do it, dude. You know what I mean? But I think for so long, especially, I remember when I was in high school, I think, I forget almost I don't know any context of the story now by this point, but my dad was like, oh, I know someone that could help you if you want a job like that. And I almost like recoiled at the thought of it. I was like, no, I get a degree. And then, a prospective employer sees the things. And then I get the interview and I ace the interview. And I'm like, yeah, I guess, but that takes so much longer. You know what I mean? And I think now as I get older, I'm like, oh, it's a lot of who you know. Yeah, I know that's not like a new thing I just discovered.
You're 14 being like, no, I just got to grind it out.
I think because that was more poetic to me. Right?
I was the exact opposite.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
When I was like, but it's like I remember, I would get lunches with like friends' dads and stuff like that who are like in the entertainment business, and in my mind, I would be like, this is what's gonna do it. Like, they're either gonna give me some golden piece, or they're gonna see like what I have to offer, and they're gonna help me out. I don't even know what I would think, but it would always lead with me just being like, okay, thanks, I'll see you around. But now it's like I didn't even have anything back then at all. I was literally just like, I'm great, but I hadn't even tried to do stand-up or anything like that, or like write a movie or anything like that. And then now I'm like the opposite, where it's like, I guess I could ask for help, but it's like, it kind of feels like you just need to like become awesome at like what you're trying to do, and then like things will come. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore. Like, I just can't do it anymore.
That's the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
It just fades to black.
Yeah.
No, I think it's both. I think, yeah, you should become, for any industry, like any career that somebody has, they should be as good at it as their like ability will allow. Yeah. While also forming those relationships. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
damn, bro.
But
I just learned something.
You just listen. I'm less of a comedian these days and more of a teacher. Yeah. More of a self-help guru. Oh my God, there would be so much money in that.
And being you think you could pull it off?
No, I couldn't, because I have a conscience. But like, dude, if I was just like, hey, don't eat anything with canola oil, it has cancer in it or whatever, and people would be
I feel like I could be a self-help guru.
Yeah,
if I wanted to.
Okay.
Yeah. If I was like, that's what I'm gonna be. I feel like I could be like a pretty good one, because I would just be like, just eat oatmeal. Yeah. That's all you got to do. Just eat oatmeal and turkey meatballs, and then trust me.
Did you follow the Liver King controversy?
No.
I love that shit, dude. There was it's so interesting, like the divide among people in how much information they have access to, or like how they're able to understand information. Because the Liver King was this social media. He was a fitness influencer.
I remember what he looked like. I remember he like told people to eat. I don't know what it was like, balls or something like that.
It was basically, he was like, you have to live like a caveman, right? And he was like, protein is important, but like the best kind of protein is raw organs. That's why he called himself the Liver King, because he's like, liver is the best. And the thing is that liver has a lot of proteins. But first of all,
did you?
No, I never. Well,
really?
No, because I looked at that person and knew that he did steroids. The biggest thing is he does steroids. And if you are a 17-year-old boy in TikTok, sometimes you don't know that people do steroids.
Bro, I would if I got into him, I would have 100% like not even linked it to steroids. I would have been like, all right, I need to start buying liver. 100%, dude. I do that with everything, bro.
Really?
I just got fucking meme pilled the other day. Do you know what's going on with like the meme coins and stuff like that? Have you seen this at all?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Bro, dude, this is crazy. This is literally crazy.
Maxim, do you know what he's talking about?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Did you buy the coins that kid was pumping?
Which one? Bro, which one?
There was like a 16-year-old who basically...
No, I didn't buy that. I saw that. There was some like 16-year-old that like pumped a coin because I don't know, how did he market it?
I have no idea.
He somehow got the coin to get like a 30 cap. I don't know what the market cap was, but he somehow made $30,000 and then he just like sold it and like pulled the rug. This is what's happening right now. It's so crazy. There are all these like literally cryptos being created every single day out of thin air. And then people on TikTok are just like picking ones. And then they're like, this one's going to the moon or whatever. So there's been like maybe like 6 or 7 cryptos in the past like 3 weeks or something like that have made like 50,000 X's. So it's like they're like the latest one was like this like just a chill guy. Do you know just a chill guy meme? It's on TikTok. It's like a dog hippo. Okay. It's some animal cartoon, okay? And they turned it into a coin, okay? And it was like worth, I don't know, like 0.0000009 or whatever. And then everyone just started buying it. And then it like ended up being worth like 50 million or like 100 million market cap. So it's like if you bought like $5 worth of it, that could be like $15,000 or something like that. This is happening all right now, okay? So I tried to get into it and I literally lost so much money. So much money in the past 2 days. Dude, literally at 2 a.m. on Thursday, or like maybe it was 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. on Thursday, I'm like, because Just a Chill Guy had just come out and it went crazy. So I was like, what's the next big coin, right? So then like 3 that came out were like Chill Fam, which was like the family of the Just a Chill Guy.
I'm imagining children reading about this in history books 100 years from now.
Bro, it's like, it's really crazy. So there was Chill Fam, there was Chill Rich Guy, which was literally the dog, whatever he is, but with glasses. And then there was Rich Kid, Chill Rich Kid, okay? So I'm like literally in my mind, and another thing too is that like on the internet, I was like, how do I find these next coins, you know? And they're like, oh, on TikTok, people are just spamming the comments on which ones are gonna pump. So I'm like, okay, that sounds good. So I look, I see everyone saying Chill Fam, Chill Rich Kid, Chill Guy, or whatever. So I buy all of them. I'm like, I'll diversify my portfolio, you know? I'll hedge my bets. And then maybe like an hour later, one of them starts going up. The other ones are like chilling out. Oh no, one of them starts going up. 2 of them immediately go down. Immediately. Like I bought at like 1.5 million market cap. Now they're at like 900. I'm like, whatever. They'll pop back up. I'm okay. Then later in the night, I see this guy who is doing a coin where he's live streaming until 100 million market cap. So literally all the crypto is he's just on camera videotaping himself or doing a stream and waiting until 100 million market cap. And he's like vibing to like all this, like he looks insane. He like shaves his head and stuff like that. It's really psychotic. But I'm watching the market cap go up to like 4 million, 5 million, 6 million. Then it goes back to 4 million. And then I'm like, you know what? Maybe just for fun, I'll just throw a little in. I'm on food stamps right now. I should not be doing this at all. And I'm like,
the lady at the food stamp office is like, so have you found a job? And you're like, kind of.
I'm like, I'm about to. Until I find the next coin.
I'm an investor.
I'm like, Luigi's gonna make me millions. It better, dude. And so then I'm like watching it, and I'm like, okay, let me just throw 350 in, right? Do that. I watch it. It immediately goes down. I'm like, all right, whatever, we're chilling. I wake up the next morning, it's like still down. He's like, I don't know, maybe or maybe it went, no. What happened was dude, I'm like so fucking fried off this shit. I watch, it goes down immediately. I panic, buy another one.
Right.
Pim. It's called Pim. It's like this pink animal thing, okay? Buy that, right? I wake up, Pim is down 20, 25%, right?
Okay.
The live stream dude is up at 20 million market cap. So I bought at 4 million. He's at 20 million now. So I would have made a 5x or something like that right there, right? And then chill fam. Chill fam is up. Chill fam is up 3x, and I'm like, let's go. But then chill dude and chill rich guy are down like 50% or something like that. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Like I hedged my bets, you know, like chill fam's going off. I fucked up with the live stream guy. And then the family guy ends up going keeps going down. Chill rich, chill kid, they drop. Literally, I lose pretty much all of my money. Like I end up having like $50 out of my investment or whatever. And then I texted my friend because he was like, how are you doing? Like out of the blue, he hit me up, how are you doing? And I told him what was going on. And he was like, bro, get out of those meme coins right now. He was like, I did this like for over the past year. I've lost so much money. So then I just ended up consolidating everything and threw it into Luigi coin.
I really thought this was gonna end with you putting it in an index fund or a CD.
I know, because I was thinking about it with my friend. I was like, well, the thing is like chill fam, like that's all just a trend right now. But like Luigi, you know, Luigi can grow. He's like dude. I'm so fucked up. Luigi can still go up, right, guys? He's the forgotten brother of Mario, you know?
Right. Maybe that's the allure. It's like, listen, Mario is like the old school elitists, like the stock exchange guys with the suits and ties yelling sell and buy. But Luigi is kind of like us.
Luigi,
alternative.
Yeah. I mean, Luigi, you know, he hunts ghosts and stuff like that, you know? I like that.
LUIGICOIN for anyone
you know
interested.
what's so funny?
That is not an official endorsement. Please do not sue me if you're a teenager who later kills himself.
I haven't checked how much Luigi. Do you want me to check how much?
Please,
I have
live
right
on the
now?
air. Actually, this is coming out 8 days from now. But
Okay,
8 days
right now
in the past.
8 days. What day is it today?
Today's Saturday.
Jesus Christ. Luigi, when I bought it, what did I buy it at? I've lost. Let's say I started with like $350 worth of Luigi.
Okay.
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 It is $53 right now. Dude, I'm getting meme pilled. And then the funniest part about this is like they're meme coins. So I just feel like a meme now because I'm like, bro, Luigi is only $50. Like I feel like a meme. Like some kid is like laughing at me being like, yeah, that's right. You put all your money in Luigi, you fucking idiot. We're pumping dub right now. Get on the dub, dude. Literally on TikTok, everyone was saying Luigi, and I was like, okay, word, bet. The kids know what's up.
Yeah.
I'm fucking hot off of it, bro. 2 days, I haven't been able to think. I literally haven't. I was at the gym. I go to the gym every single morning. I was at the gym. Dude, I was at the gym so fried. Like I woke up Friday morning with the lights on, in my clothes, looking at meme charts. Like I literally woke up. Everything's on. The lights are on. I'm like, what time is it? And I look, because like I try to get to the gym by 9. So I look up, it's like 8:30. I'm like, fuck, dude, I didn't even set my alarm. And it's just literally chill guy, like me, like the charts or whatever. And I'm like, oh fuck, how are they doing? And then I check, and then that's when I found out chill fam was up, chill guy was down, or chill rich kid, chill kid was down. Dude.
So this sounds like
live stream was up. I was so mad.
At first, when you're telling the story, I'm like, okay, Bryan needs money, right? And this is his way of doing it. But as I hear you talking about this, you love the process.
The process of what? Of making money?
And losing money. I think it's
the process of losing money.
It's
bro.
gambling. You love gambling,
dude. I lost. I'm happy it went down this way because I was texting my friend and my friend was like, dude, I lost a lot of my actual holdings because I was doing this, and I'm happy because I think if I had just put it in a little bit amount of money, because I literally went as far as I could. Like I pushed myself back into like, I don't have any money right now. Like I have to like work a lot this week in order to like make back everything. But I pushed myself literally to the limit that I could have, and I lost everything. And I think I needed to experience that to calm myself down because I'm so like, I will go all in. Mm-hmm. Like I'm still in my mind thinking like, maybe I can like I'm already like, I was literally telling someone yesterday, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I literally can't do this anymore. And then today I was like, if I just made a little more money next week, maybe I just put like 200 into like, dude, like I like can't, dude. I'm like, bro, I have a problem, dude. I have a problem. Kids are either getting fucked or absolutely killing it right now. It's like one or the other.
Yeah.
I guess that's how it always is, honestly.
To me, this type of investing like is, and I don't mean this pejoratively, it seems indistinguishable from gambling. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like what you just described sounds like the equivalent of someone at a craps table.
Dude,
right?
yeah. Is craps the one with the ball that spins? That's what I was telling my friend Anya. It feels like I literally, and I didn't even think about that until yesterday. It felt like I literally took all of my money and was like, 15, go. Literally. And then it obviously does not hit 15. But this time the board there's way more numbers. There's like thousands of numbers. And I'm like on TikTok being like, okay, I just counted like 20 Luigis. Okay. 15 Luigi, go right now. And now all that money's gone.
Yeah.
Unless Luigi goes back up, which I'm praying for, but at this point I've accepted that I've lost it and I have to move on.
I think like what you just described sounds stressful, but I think you had fun the whole time.
Yeah. It was a crazy roller coaster. Honestly, but there wasn't, now that I'm thinking about it, there was not one point where I was happy. There was not a single time. I was literally stressed the entire time where I was like, okay, that was a good call. I was like, should I do that? Oh, okay, that's a good call. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay, thank God that one's going up. None of it's like, let's go. That's going up. Let's go. It's all like, okay, that one up, okay, that one down. What should I do? And then it all ended up with me being like, fuck my ass. You know?
So this seems like high risk, low reward then.
Yeah, it's like gambling on a whole nother level.
Have you ever gambled traditionally?
No, the only time I ever gambled was when I was 18 in Spain. I did blackjack. Okay, I put down $40 or something like that. I lost everything. Okay, like firsthand or something like that. I lost everything, and I punched the table. I punched the table so fucking hard. And then the dealer was like, yo, you can't do that.
Right.
And then the person across from me was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And I was like, I just lost $40.
Which when you're 18 is a lot of money.
Right. I just lost, like, she's like, what are you doing? Calm down. You can't act like that. And I go, I just lost $40. And then she goes, well, I just lost $250. And then I go, yeah, but I'm a kid. And then I walked away.
That's a mic drop moment.
Yeah.
That's because that's like the same amount of money, basically.
It's way more. 40.
Yeah.
She's like, she knows what her 250 is worth. I have no idea. 40 is like, it could be a lot or it could be nothing. I just know it's like a lot to me personally at that point.
I remember the first time I played blackjack, it was, I wanted to try it. Right, because I think I was 21, but I was in the U.S., not Spain, so I had to be 21. But wait, that's not true.
What?
It's 18 to gamble in the U.S., isn't it?
Is it?
Or is it 21? I forget.
I feel like I feel like when I was in high school, people used to always go to Morongo in maybe that's in Palm Springs or something like that. I don't know. I remember everyone going to Morongo.
It's 18 to gamble in the U.S., but I think I was drinking wherever I was.
You found out
20.
later. You found out when you were 21. You're like, fuck.
So I found out the minimum table was $15.
Okay.
And here's what I think is that $15 was like a CD when I was an adolescent. Right?
Okay.
So I think $15, the price of a CD, which is an hour.
That's your mind in 21. That's how you're measuring it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to me, a CD, a compact disc for our younger listeners. Imagine a phone, but it's in a flat disc form.
Yeah.
I'll explain it to them later.
And
but
you need another phone.
And you need to
turn it on.
But it's an hour of entertainment to have a CD, right? It's an hour of music, right? I put $15 on a single hand, lost the $15, and I was like, that took less than a minute. This is not a good ROI. And I have addictive personality. Like I drank alcoholically for years, and I don't. You know, I think I could get addicted to anything. I can't get addicted to gambling because I don't like the process. And even like, if I may, even though what you described seems really stressful, I think you enjoyed doing it. Because the fact that you want to do it again.
Yeah, I think I did enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. You're like the Gen Z version of Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
You're like, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, so they're making no money. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna do you yelling about, tell me about Luigi Coin.
That dude, that guy, you're talking about Adam Sandler and Uncut Gems. Yeah, that would 100% be me. Like if someone gave me like $165,000, I would be like, fuck, I bet I could flip this into $1 million.
Yeah.
I would 100. And like, especially like if I was with KG and I just gave him his opal, I would be like, he's gonna hit this parlay.
Yeah.
He's gonna get the tip. It's gonna happen. We're gonna be millionaires. Trust me on this.
See, I think I'm the other end, and it's not because I'm super rational. I think it's because I have a scarcity mentality, right? Like I've always said, if I won the lottery, the first thing I would do, it was not tell anybody, which I guess is not doing something. But and then just
definitely doing something.
I would even live out the remainder of my lease with my roommates, because to break my lease early would show that something was up.
Yeah.
Right. And then all of a sudden I would live in the same neighborhood, but I'd have a 1-studio apartment that I would own outright, because no one knows if you own or rent besides, I guess the lawyer and the real estate agent. Right.
Okay.
So there'd be that. And then I would never be on the subway ever again.
Really? That's how you do it?
Dude, that's my dream of what if I won the lottery is just anyone's dream that doesn't live in New York City. I'm like, what if I lived alone and then wasn't surrounded by drug addicts? That would be beautiful.
Dude, yeah, I saw some homeless guy today that I see all the time. And he always asks for money. Sometimes I give it to him, sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes I don't. I saw him today on the train and he was just like smoking like on the train. I was like, bro, please, like, just chill out a little bit, dude. I get that it's cold outside, but
baby, it's cold,
dude.
outside.
Fucking, I have 2 really funny homeless people stories. One was dude, because people always talk about the homeless situation in LA is like really bad, because I'm from Los Angeles. People always say it's bad in LA, but the thing is like in LA, like you're not experiencing the homeless population. You see it, but you don't experience it because you're in your car and stuff like that.
Right.
Like there are tents all over the place, but you're not around that. You know what I mean? You don't. Whereas like in New York, you're inside the tent. Like it's one massive tent, and we're all in it. You know?
Yeah.
And so it's like I've never had to like deal with homeless people before. And like it's like really hard for me to like if someone asks me for money now, I can't do it because I mean I say that and then I'm like I got a lot of money writing on Luigi.
Yeah, the guy's like, do you have a dollar? And you're like, listen, I put a lot of stuff in meme coin. And it's just some Vietnam veteran being like, excuse me, what?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro. I'm like, do you have to cut? Yeah. So this happened like. It was like 3 or 4 months ago. So I'm on the train. It's like 9 a.m. I'm going to work. I'm going to teach kids how to swim. Actually, it's probably like 8 a.m. And I'm standing there. It's crowded. And some homeless. Oh, I walk in. Okay. I walk in and there is a homeless dude in the corner. And he's like itching his legs and shit. You know, he's got the Parmesan legs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like, dude, some of those feet are, it's like, God damn, bro. How does that happen? And he goes, he's literally yelling like, help me. Someone help. Just give me $1. Help, right? So I see that. I like look. I'm like, damn. I go to the other side. Okay. I'm standing there, and then another homeless dude like comes in, another one, and he starts walking around, going like, "Someone give me money." This is 100% true. He goes, "Someone give me money. Someone give me money." No one's doing it. I'm behind. Like I see him approaching, but I turn my back. So then I turn to look, and he starts poking this woman sitting down. He goes, "Hey. Give me money." And so I turn around and I go, bro, what? I'm so non-confrontational. I like would never do this at all. But it's just like he's poking. I just like instinctively was like, bro, what are you doing? And he goes, what? Like, he's like, dude, I want money. I'm like, dude, don't mess with her. And he's like, what are you going to do about it? And I'm like, what am I going to do about it? I'm going to give you $5 right now. Take out my wallet. I give him $5, right? And then I swear to God, the dude at the other side who I walked in originally, I just hear him go, "Hey, I like money too.
Ugh.
Yeah, and then with the dude that just harassed the woman, I'm like, bro, you got me in a situation right over here. And he's like, yeah, dude, that shit sucks. And then he just keeps going. It was crazy. And then I sat down next to the woman. This is the most suave thing I've ever done in my entire life. I sit down next to this woman and she goes, thanks. Like, I really appreciate it. And I was so nervous to talk to her. I was just like, yeah, anytime. Like, I could have been like, yeah, you know, I got you. You know what I mean? It was like, it was such an opportunity to be like, yeah, because she was cute. And I was like, yo, what's up? But I just think it was so funny that like at the end of the day, I was still like I literally like stood up to this homeless dude and sit down next to the woman and I'm like, wow, she's sitting next to me. What do I do? I just think it's so funny.
Damn, the fact that there was not one but two crazy people, and the fact that the guy that was more aggressive
got the money. I know. I know.
It's a beautiful metaphor for how the world works.
Dude, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, damn, that sucks. But it's not like that guy was being like kind of annoying too.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel so bad too saying it, but it's like, it was annoying. And then the other funny homeless situation was when I like first moved to New York, I was drinking all the time. I get super hammered all the time. And then I remember I was sitting down and I was like kind of like browning out or whatever. And some homeless guy comes up to me. I don't remember what he says. Okay. Just next thing I know, I black in. Okay. I black in and I'm in 7-Eleven with him and I'm
You made a friend.
and I'm telling him that he can only get one item. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, I want deodorant. And I'm like, okay. Like get the deodorant.
Did your best try not to agree immediately?
Yeah. I was like, you sure?
You're like, that's a great, hey,
Yeah.
you know, you can get whatever you want, but that's a great purchase.
I'm like, you sure you don't want hairspray?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, he's like, I want that deodorant. I'm like, which one? I can't even tell which one he's pointing at. I'm like, which one are you pointing at? And then he goes, I want that one. I'm like, okay. And then he goes, and I want a pack of Newports. Okay. And I'm like, and then I go, dude, you can only get one item. And then he goes, I want the Newports. And I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah.
So then I buy them, not realizing they're like $25 in New York. So I buy them, give them the cigarettes or whatever. And then we're walking outside and I'm like, yo, man, can I smoke one of those? I'm like, can I get one? And he goes, no.
That's hilarious.
And I go, what are you talking about? He's like, nah, man, you're not getting any of these. And I go, I just bought them. I just want one.
Yeah.
And then he pulls a Parliament out of his pocket and gives it to me.
Ooh.
And I'm like, what? No, I want they were menthols. I was like the ones that I bought. And I was like, no, I want the minty freshness of the menthol.
Uh-huh.
And then he goes, nah, man, I'm selling these. And then just dips out. And I'm like,
dude.
all right.
Welcome to New York, Brian.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I get that. So then I probably ended up smoking that cigarette. And then the next day, I'm outside the comedy shop. Okay, I'm outside the comedy shop, and I see him walk up to our group or whatever, and he comes up to like our circle and he goes, hey, my name is, I think his name was Zachariah. He was like, hey, my name is Zachariah. He's like, I'm down on my luck. Like I'm a veteran. No one gives me any money. And I literally start shaking my head at him. And he's like, what? I'm like, are you kidding me? And he goes, do we have a problem? And I'm like, bro, do you not remember me from yesterday? And then he goes, oh, my boy.
It's like your friends.
And we start laughing and shit like that. I'm like, did you end up selling the cigarettes? He's like, yeah, man. I was like, that's awesome. And he's like, yeah, can I get another one? I was like, no, get the fuck out of my face. And he's like, you're a good dude, bro. And I was like, give me my money back, bro. I want that.
I really, I've talked about this on the pod before, but like people that are so new to New York, and obviously your thing was that you were under the influence. I think that was most of it, right?
Yeah, but I would like at that point, like now I'm a little more, now I am more like, no, dude, I can't. But like first year and a half, it was like, one homeless guy came up to me and was like, yo, can you buy me something? This is like when I first moved. And I was like, yeah, what do you want? And we go inside a store and I'm like, you can only get something for $5. And he's like, how much is the like tuna fish sandwich or whatever? And I'm like, I don't know. I asked the guy. Okay, I turn my back. I asked the guy, I'm like, how much is two fish sandwich? He's like, it's $8. I turn back around and be like, no, do you want like a bacon, egg, and cheese? He's like at the hot plate, just putting food in a fucking thing. And I'm like, yo, man, is that more than $5? And he's like, I really appreciate this.
You gotta admire the hustle, dude.
Yeah, and then he ends up, and then I don't even think he waited in line with me. I think he just ended up leaving, and I was like, great. And then I like went in line and like paid for it and stuff like that.
You know, there's a rationale there, especially like because he knows this is probably not going to be a repeat thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, why do you give your boss 2 weeks notice, right? So you don't burn a bridge because you might need the recommendation later.
And also, you help your boss out to fill the new position.
Right.
That's what my boss told me.
Ah.
Someone quit without a 2 weeks notice, and he was like, "What the fuck is this shit? Like now I just have to find someone or something like that." I was like, "Oh, I never thought of it that way."
Yeah.
He's making 6 figures. I'm just giving all my money out to homeless people.
Yeah, that's the thing, Brian. I wish you all the success, but I do know that you will blow the money.
I know, dude. I know. Yeah, like I need that money, bro. That's why I'm giving it to homeless people. I'm like, dude, have it, bro. Have it. It's gonna go into Waligi in a second.
Yeah. Oh, Waligi's the competing club.
I hope not,
Coin.
bro. I could really see Waligi doing some serious numbers
So you said you go to the gym at 9 a.m. in the morning.
every day.
So you're a morning person?
I'm not.
Ooh.
No, what I do is I've never been a morning person, but I used to, when I was in high school, I used to like over summertime, I used to wake up at like 4 p.m. sometimes. Like my friends would, I don't even know how my mom let me get away with it. My friends would call me and they like, I remember my friend Daniel, he would like call me and I'd be like, "What's up?" And he's like, "Did you just wake up?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" And he's like, "Bro, it's 4 p.m." And I would stay out until like 5, or I would stay up until 5 a.m. But I'm like, there's just so much to do in the day.
Mhm.
There's like so many hours like to like work and stuff like that. So I force myself every single morning to wake up because I feel like a piece of shit. I feel like a piece of shit if I wake up, if it's 9:30 and I wake up, I start feeling like a piece of shit. If it's 10, I am a piece of shit. And if it's 11
is where it's
11 where it's like, yeah, it's like literally like I've ruined myself unless I stayed out until like 5 a.m. drinking and
Mhm.
shit.
because then you were productive.
Yeah, I'll cut myself a little slack on that. And I don't do that a lot. So I'll cut myself a little slack on that. But other than that, I'll like, no matter when I go to bed, I'll just set my phone on the other side of the room with like 16 alarms.
Yeah.
And like starting at like 7:30 and over the course of like from 7:30 to like 8:20, I'll wake up, I'll snooze my alarm, I'll walk back to my bed, I'll sleep for 10 minutes. I'll get up, I'll walk. And as I'm doing that, at a certain point, I'm like up enough where I'm like, okay, just like, because I have enough time. Because if I'm just laying there with my phone right next to me, I snooze, I cash out. I snooze, I cash out. But when I have it, when it's like, it would literally be like right over there. When I have that time, within like 30 or 40 minutes, like at a certain point, it will click where I have to get out of bed.
Yeah.
And then I'll just aggressively drink a lot of caffeine
Mhm.
at the gym. Like I was doing this, I'll drink, I kind of calmed down, but at a certain point, I was drinking a hydro flask of espresso coffee. Do you know what Cafe Bustelo is?
No.
It's like espresso coffee, or it's like espresso coffee powder. I don't even know what. I would put like 5 scoops in, and I take my hydro flask. I would fill it up with water. I pour it in. I drink, turn it into coffee, and I would drink that. I drink that on my way to the gym. Okay, and then once I've finished stretching, I have either a C4 tall boy with me, or 2 scoops of pre-workout in a cup, and then I'll chug that. And then I'll just go after it for like.
How do you not have a heart attack right
I
after
don't.
that?
Everyone always says that. I couldn't tell
Dude,
you.
I've taken pre-workout, by the way, exactly one time in my entire life. And because I didn't even feel like I needed it. It was just like when I was new to lifting, I was like, oh, you're supposed to. And this is when I was still like living with my parents. So I took a pre-workout and drove to the gym because I figured it's a 15-minute drive to the gym. The bottle says it takes 15 minutes to kick in. I've got this timed perfectly. Dude, I had the music cranking. I was really into the song. I was like getting pumped. I looked down at the speedometer and I was going like 20 over. I'm like, okay. And
was
then
your face like itching and stuff like
it
that?
would no, but I remember I was like trying to change, and I felt like physiologically, not psychologically, but physiologically, as I was like, I felt like, is there someone in the next room with a gun? Like the
While
level
you're
of my
in
heart.
your car.
No, when I got to the gym,
yes,
when the car had started, and I knew it wasn't normal because I was like, I do not have a lead foot.
Uh-huh.
I drive like an old person,
Uh-huh.
right? But I was like,
Wait, people drive with both feet?
no, I said, it's an expression, lead foot.
Wait, what's that?
Like if your foot was made of lead, you'd have a heavy foot.
Oh, I thought you said you don't drive with your left foot
Oh.
because you're an old school guy. So I was like, wait, is everyone driving with both feet?
You're really not supposed to. You're only supposed to drive with your right foot. I mean,
There's only one pedal, right? No, there's two pedals.
There's two pedals.
Jesus Christ, bro. These meme pills, dude. I can't even think. I swear to God, bro. It's been like this for so long.
I really, I feel silly that I got halfway through describing what a
happened?
lead. Oh, okay. Yeah, basically when I was like changing at the gym, that's when the pre-workout. I guess I'm just like super
sensitive to it?
Yeah, because I felt like my heart was racing.
Yeah.
I remember it was the first time my heart was racing before exercise, where I felt like there wasn't a stressful thing happening.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just pure chemicals making my heart do that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't like that at all, you know? And I shouldn't even feel that way when I'm about to lift, because then I'm going to lift in a way that hurts myself.
Yeah, I've injured myself a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I have.
the scariest thing to me, to hurt myself.
I have an issue with my back where there's a knot in my back that I haven't been able. I've gone to so much physical therapy. I haven't been able to get it out for the past 5 years.
Oh, geez.
And every single time I work out, I have to like roll it out with like a lacrosse ball just to make sure it's like okay. I just can't. I can't. It's like I just live with it. Yeah. But it's like it was definitely from like probably.
Dude, I just got done having this like, I don't know, bottom neck, top back, left shoulder, like that area, just like bothering me.
You're done with it now, though?
I'm at the tail end of it. There's like a reminder that it's there, but I like
rock on.
Yeah, it just sucks though, because it's like
fucking bragging right now.
No, but it like I think a bad back is worse than like a bad leg or a bad arm, because like fuck it, you could do other stuff, but your back is like connected to everything.
Dude, I haven't done it. I haven't benched. I haven't used the bench bar in like probably like 6 or 7 months, because one morning I was like amped up and I was like doing heavy, like as heavy as I could without asking us for a spot, and then I didn't hit the center of my chest. I just went up a little bit with it, and I fucked this part up so badly that I couldn't turn my head. I don't know what it was. I couldn't turn my head for like 3 weeks. But now I'm back to being
actually let's see. Can I look up? Yeah. Okay. I think it's over then.
Yeah.
I could do side to side, but I couldn't look up, which is like how often do you look up? But you hate to have like a mobility issue.
Only Wolverine or are those Wolverines? Wait, what is it? Werewolves. Only werewolves like look up a lot.
Do you have a morning routine?
This is pretty much what I do every day. I wake up, I do that snooze thing, I go back and forth. Then after I do that, I get myself out of the house by like 8:40. I either have coffee from my hydro flask, or I buy a Celsius if I'm feeling really tired. Walk to the gym. Once I get to the gym after drinking all that caffeine, I say hi to people, because now I know. I see Maxine sometimes. Very rarely, cough cough. No, Maxine's looking good these days. Honestly, I'm kind of jealous. But I say hi to all the people that I see. Stretch, and then I drink my C4. After that, I work out for like now it's like I work out for like an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty much what it is. I just can't leave. And then I get home. I make myself eggs with turkey meatballs and cottage cheese.
I love that.
And then I take a nap for 30 minutes. And I take my Adderall right as I nap. And then I wake up, and then I start. And then I try to either, if I don't have work, I try to either write stand up, work on a screenplay, or write a sketch or edit a sketch or something like that. And then I try to do all that. And then by like 8 p.m., I'll like try and do stand up. But I'm usually fucking cash by the end of it.
Yeah. A lot of
stimulants. That's my whole day. Yeah, a lot of stimulants.
Adderall, is it prescribed?
Yeah. I have Focalin, actually.
What is that?
It's like the same thing.
Oh, like off-brand?
No, it's just like a different one. There's like Ritalin, Adderall, and Focalin. Those are like the three, whatever they are. People call it meth. People always say it's meth. I'm like, it's not meth, bro.
Yeah,
it's not.
Your teeth look great.
Thank you.
No.
That's not,
Do you have ADD?
I have white strips on. Yeah.
Okay.
I have ADHD.
ADHD. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody has ADD anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever actually, now that I think of it, I don't think anyone's ever
Yeah,
said
maybe
ADD.
ADD was never a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got tested when I was 17.
Oh, okay.
I got tested because I fucking freaked out on my mom one day because there was this. I didn't think I was slow. I knew I was slow at reading, but I didn't think I was like super. Like I didn't think there was something wrong with me. And then there was like this in-class essay assignment that we had to do for our history class in 11th grade. And there was like 3 or 4 of them, and every single one I couldn't do it. Like I literally couldn't do it. Like I would have like 2 sentences on my paper, and then I would like look over at people and they would have paragraphs, and I would be like, I don't understand what's going on. So then just because of that, I like freaked out on my mom, and I was like, I need to get fucking tested. Like there's something wrong with me. And then I was just heated. And then the next day my mom was like, do you actually want to get tested? And I was like, yeah, might as well, like might as well see what happens. So then I went through like I did the testing. It took like 4 weeks. I had to go like for like 4 weekends or something like that to this woman's house. Her house smelled like cat piss. It was so annoying. I hated it so much.
That's part of the treatment.
I couldn't smoke weed because it was like, because I would, at that point, weed was like literally my life. I would do it all the time. But I didn't want my mind to be fucked up for the test because I really wanted to know if there was something wrong with me. And all my friends were like, yo, you should fuck it up just so you get ADD because then you can get Adderall or whatever. And I was like, no. Like, I really want to find out. I get the test results back. I put everything I had into it to find out. I get the test results back. I had ADHD. I had dyslexia. I have OCD. And then and then it said I placed in the bottom 1 percentile in reading. That was all in the document. I had all of that. And then I was like, okay.
Were you like, fuck, that sucks? Or you're like, oh, I figured it out now.
No, I was like, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, I wasn't like that. I didn't see the paper. My mom. So there was like a 20-page like a thing about me that the woman wrote, and my mom never let me see. I didn't even know that was a thing. My mom just told me, she's like, yeah, it came back. You have ADHD. So then like in college or something like that, I think it was like senior year, I asked my mom about the test, and I was like, was there like, and she was like, yeah, there was. And then I just wanted material, so I was like, can you send it to me so I can read it and see if there's anything funny in it? And then senior year of college, I read all that shit, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, I placed in the bottom 1 percentile in reading.
Mm-hmm.
That's embarrassing, bro.
But you know what, Brian? You scored in the top 1% of podcast guests.
Yo, let's go.
And folks, we have reached our time. So,
Brian, is
Brian,
it over?
Time flies when you're having fun, my friend.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. Plus, I don't know how much caffeine and meme coin.
Yeah, I'm drinking
your
5 shots of espresso today.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, only 5.
That means so much to me. So tell the people before we leave where they can find you.
Okay, I'm on Instagram and TikTok at Juandissimo. And then I do have something to plug. Ooh. Can I plug it?
Plug it, baby.
I made it a while ago, but I have a feature film that I made for like no money. I made it for like $1,000, or I think it was like $500 when I was like 21, and it's on YouTube. It's on my Instagram page. So I'm trying to get people to watch it. I think it's really funny.
What's it called?
It's called Finals Week.
Oh.
Yeah, it's about I play myself, but I'm like studying abroad in New Zealand. And then I find out I'm failing all my classes. So then I go and find the One Ring and use its powers to ace my finals.
So guys, check out Finals Week. Follow Brian on everything. And remember, folks, early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise.
Exactly.
I'm just playing night owls. You know I love you.
Thank you.